Hello everyone, I'm I.R.O and today I would like to show you how to remove seam lines for your plastic models. So without further ado, let's move on. For today's example, I'll be using HG1144 RX-782 Gundam, and the first thing we want to do is look at photo illustrations to know where to remove seams appropriately. In this example, we look at the leg piece and in the photo we see that there are no visible seams. We'll be attempting to get the similar finish, and the next thing we want to do is read the instructions carefully. We want to know and plan what will be going inside. After reading the instructions, we cut out the necessary piece from the sprue, leaving a little bit of gate behind. Once the piece has been removed, we then cut out the remaining gate to get a flat surface. For polycaps, we can simply cut it off from the sprue, leaving no gate. We assemble the leg, and when we put the leg armor together, you will notice a very noticeable seam line. To remove this seam line, we prepare a flow-type thin cement. The consistency of this plastic cement is very thin, so when we apply the brush loaded with cement to the seam, you will notice the liquid pours into the gap nicely. Just to be thorough, however, we apply the liquid cement all over the seam. With enough cement applied, when you squeeze the two parts together, you will see the excess melted plastic gushing out. This is a good indication that the parts are welding together nicely to become one whole piece. Now, we let this cure for several hours to allow enough time for the plastic to weld. Several hours later, when you scratch the excess plastic with your finger and notice it's solid, that's when you know the piece is ready to be sanded. We start sanding off with a filing tool to remove the excess that leaked out. Make sure to sand it gently enough that you won't damage the surface. When the excess has been removed, we start sanding the surface with 400 grit sanding material to 600 grit, 800 grit, and finally 1500 grit, which will be enough to get a smooth finish ready to be painted. So here you have it. This technique is useful for removing any seams for plastic model, so do try it out. However, this method is intended for painting over the surface, since when you remove the seam, you'll notice a white line where the seam was. There is a method to remove this without painting, but that is for another time. That is all for today. If you found this technique helpful, leave a like and subscribe to my channel, which I'll post more videos. If you do have a question though, leave a comment so that I can help out. This was I.R.O and thank you for watching.